There's been a significant update in the Chud the Builder case. The judge just confirmed his $1 million bond, but more importantly, someone showed up to support him in court and ended up getting arrested himself.
Justice. All right, take him into custody. Take him into custody. I told you, sir, you did not have a speaking role today. You decided that you wanted one for whatever reason. I don't know why, but take him into custody.
And the whole situation reveals something important about the people backing Chud and their actual beliefs. So during Chud's bond hearing, a man named Jake Lang showed up to sit with Chud's fiancée. Jake Lang is a far-right activist. He's a candidate for U.S. Senate in Florida. He was one of the January 6th Capitol rioters. He got pardoned by Trump on Trump's first day back in office. And now he's in jail because of what happened.
Media personality remains behind bars for now. The judge in Chud the Builder's case is keeping his $1 million bond in place. Chud, whose real name is Dalton Etherly, is charged with attempted murder, aggravated assault, reckless endangerment, and employing a firearm during a dangerous felony. He was arrested last week for a shooting outside the Montgomery County Courthouse, where the victim is recovering. Today, a judge locked in a more than $1 billion bond he'd previously set. But before court wrapped up, the judge said someone online offered to pay his bond. Those details are still being worked out this afternoon. And at one point during today's hearing, a man was asked to leave for reacting to video playing in the courtroom. While he was being escorted out, he made a comment about a, quote, two-tiered justice system. That's when the judge ordered him to be taken into custody.
Here's what actually transpired. The judge explicitly told everyone in the courtroom that they couldn't speak up or make comments. The judge said there's not going to be any hoopla or shenanigans from the gallery. It was clear. Don't interrupt, don't talk, let the proceedings happen. But Jake Lang couldn't help himself. During the hearing, he started reacting. He was nodding his head in agreement to videos being shown. The bailiff told him to leave. He stood up, and as he was walking out, he said something about a two-tier justice system, and immediately, the judge ordered him taken into custody. The judge told him straight up, "You decided that you wanted a speaking role today for whatever reason. I don't know why. Take him into custody." Jake Lang got the maximum contempt of court sentence allowed under Tennessee law, 10 days in jail. And here's where it gets really interesting. Jake Lang's response was to claim he was being persecuted. He went on social media on X and started crying about being arrested. He said he was just showing support for Chud. He said he was being treated unfairly. He made himself the victim. But let's understand who Jake Lang actually is. This is a dude who went to Minneapolis with a pig head to antagonize Muslims. This is someone who participated in the January 6th Capitol riot and beat police officers with a baseball bat. This is someone who defaced anti-ICE sculptures while screaming pro-ICE America first. He's got a felony trial coming up in Minneapolis for property destruction. And what's really telling is that Jake Lang's mother and father are Jewish. There are pictures of him as a kid observing Jewish traditions, but when he became a white supremacist online, he denounced his heritage entirely. He pretended his Jewish background didn't exist, but now that he's in jail, suddenly he's requesting a kosher diet. Suddenly his religion matters again. He's complaining that the jail isn't giving him a kosher diet. He's saying he's being starved. He's claiming he's being tortured. But the reality is, he got put in a cell, and he's freaking out about who his cellmate might be. He's worried about sharing a cell with a black man or a Muslim man. And that tells you everything you need to know about his actual beliefs. Because if he truly believed what he says he believes, he wouldn't care. He wouldn't even think twice about who his cellmate is. But he's terrified, because now he's facing the actual consequences of his actions without the protection of a camera, without police nearby, without crowds to back him up. Now, here's where Dr. Umar Johnson's analysis becomes important. Umar came out and said something.
One guy, his name is Chud the Builder, and he's going around antagonizing black people, calling them N-words, and you heard about this?
I've seen the clips of Chud the Builder. Most recently, Art, if I understand and if my memory is serving me correctly, he is being held after shooting someone multiple times outside of a courthouse. The man he shot was a disabled black veteran, shot him multiple times. The brother survived outside a courthouse, so they got the video surveillance, and he's being held on $1.25 million bail. $1.25 million bail. Attempted homicide is the charge. He does have an attorney. And to my knowledge, the public defender, Art, didn't want to defend him. The public defender didn't want to defend him, and so he had to go and find someone. I'm gonna tell you what I think, Art. I think this is an FBI
Something that a lot of people have been thinking. He suggested that Chud might be part of a government operation, a psyops, a way to divide black people and distract from real issues. And when you really think about it, there are some elements that make you pause. Chud went from being a relatively unknown account on Twitter that was getting suppressed to suddenly being everywhere. Within weeks, he was on every clip page. Every podcast was talking about him. His content was amplified significantly. Why? What changed? Umar's argument is that the powers that be might have made a strategic decision to amplify Chud's content because it divides people. It keeps black people fighting among themselves while other things are happening. While Trump is doing
I think this is an experiment by the U.S. government to see how black people will react to overtly violent white racists patrolling our communities. I think this is part of a larger experiment and social agenda that is preparing for a possible martial law or social unrest or civil war to come. Black people need to follow this Chud the Builder case. I'm wondering, Art, if he is a veteran. Do you know if he's a veteran or not? Because most of these crazies, quote unquote crazies, tend to be ex-military cutouts. Do you know if that's the case with him?
Nah, from what I know, he never been in the military.
Okay. Even if he's not, that don't mean he's not an MK Ultra though. Most of the MK Ultra CIA psych op test dummies are ex-military cutouts, but they don't have to be. But I'm having a hard time believing he's just doing this unless he's mentally ill, Art.
other things while real issues are being ignored. And Umar also pointed out that the FBI actually interviewed Chud when he got arrested for 2 or 3 hours. Why would the FBI take a specific interest in a racist streamer? What was important enough for them to spend 3 hours questioning him? Now, I'm not saying I believe Chud is definitely a government agent, but I'm also not saying it's impossible because the pattern is there, the amplification is there, the strategic timing is there, and the fact that he's got supporters like Jake Lang who are willing to go to jail for him suggests there's something bigger going on. What I do know is that Chud is facing serious charges: attempted murder, aggravated assault. The victim was a disabled black veteran. The judge ordered Chud not to post on social media anymore. The judge ordered GPS monitoring. The charges are serious and the consequences are real. But we also need to ask ourselves why this situation became such a focal point. Why did Chud become so visible so quickly? And what purpose does amplifying his content actually serve? Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think Chud is just a racist doing racist things? Or do you think there's something bigger going on? Do you think Umar's psyops theory has merit? Drop your thoughts below and make sure you subscribe because we're going to keep covering this case and asking the hard questions about what's really happening in our media and our culture. So stay tuned. Peace.